Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Fishing Planet, and we are going to now go back to doing some of our missions, one of which was the NOOMAA KUDA ATHOLHU bottom fish mission. We had started this, we had caught the gorgeous swallowtail, the green jellfish, and well, we actually just caught a 2-spot red snapper, so we completed that portion of it. We still have 4 more left to get. Now, 2 of them should be fairly easy to find. I have run into them, and I have spots for them. But these 2, the ruby snapper and the Sickle Pomfret, those, I don't know if it's pomfret, I might be pronouncing that wrong. But either way, these are bottom fish. These are going to be a lot, when I say bottom, I mean down in the bottom. I mean, they're like anywhere from 3 to 100 feet or more. And they're going to be a little bit tougher to get and to find. Maybe not so much to get, but to find. But I did, when I was coming back from that lagoon, find a spot that has a lot of bottom fish here. If you look on the map, I'm right here, just below the island. And actually all along here, there seem to be quite a few places that there could be some bottom fish. Now, it's deep. I think here it's 700 feet or a little bit more. Probably closer to 700, actually. So, this is not going to be easy. And there's not a lot that these things go for, honestly, that I have. For some reason, when we got this, we did not pick up some of the baits that they do go for. Let me show you. The Sickle Pomfret goes for Japanese flying squid, Japanese I'm looking at albacore, sorry. Yeah, they go for pretty much the same thing as the ruby snappers. See, medium fish strips, I ran out of them at Akaji no Ri. I still can't get them yet. Giant tiger prawn, I have to be a higher level. Indo-Pacific swimming crab, Natal, rock oyster meat, all these you have to be much higher level. And unfortunately, I'm not either. I've spent a whole bunch of bait coins to get like 10. We're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to go with what we have. I only have the Japanese flying squid, the Japanese anchovy, and the finger mullets. So we're going to have to hope that works. Now, I'm going to test a couple of things here. Now, I've got the finger mullets on here, and I've got the Japanese anchovy. I am going to try the Japanese flying squid, and the only thing I can come up with that will actually allow me to place it is on this trolling rig. So I wonder if I can do the vertical jigging for them using this. I don't know. I mean, it's trolling. I know it's trolling, but can you troll for something that deep? I don't know. I don't think you really can, but well, maybe you can. Haven't been deep sea fishing enough in my life, honestly. Certainly not for this guy. Alright, let's go here. I'm going to go ahead and place these rods out here. If they're out there, they're going to be very, very deep. I've got 7 odd hooks. They're big fish. They actually get pretty large. So they should handle a fairly good size hook. But this is going to take a while to get down there, guys. That's the only thing. There's going to be a lot of time involved, because you have to make sure that the bait gets way down there where they are. I'm going to try testing this at the peaks. So a lot of this is just experimentation. And ruby snappers might be down there too. I think they go for most of these baits as well. If not, we'll come up with something. But anyway, guys, I'll bring you back once we get this set up. Well, guys, I was lowering this and something decided to bite on it. I have no idea what this is. Son of a gun! Holy crap! Dude, can you believe that? I thought I'd have to go all the way to the bottom. I was lowering it and something bit on it, and there it is. Sickle Pomfret. Well, I'm definitely marking that. Holy crap, got that right off the finger mullets. That was a heck of a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Jeez. Let me see what this fellow looks like. I have not seen one of these before. This is a new... He's not real big. Of course, this is the common size. This is not the unique. Let me get him in the light here. He's a very dark fish. Yeah, about 9 pounds. I'll be darned. That was cool. Yeah, I thought I was going to be going really deep in order to get him. I'm going to go ahead and get a picture since it was my first one. Still like to go ahead and get the ruby snapper if I can. Let me see here. Do they go for the same baits? That's the question. Ruby snapper, here we go. Large fish strips, crab, Japanese jack mackerel, scaled sardines. Okay, so no, they do not. They do have, we have a lot more selection though. We have crab, Japanese jack mackerel, scaled sardines, Japanese flying squid, which we do have on here. Let's do this. Let's leave this one. Let's change this one to scaled sardines. We already have the Japanese flying squid. We're going to see if we can get maybe a bigger one of those, if at all possible. I am going to let this drop in here again. I'm not going to put it down as deep. I'm just going to throw it out there. Let it go down a little ways. Still can't believe that. That was... Yeah, I was just letting it lower, and all of a sudden something started biting on it. I'm going to let it go to about 150 feet and we'll stop here. Alright. Let me mark this before I forget. Sickle Pomfret. That way we know where they are. Right there. Right there. Let's see. Now we're going to try the scaled sardine. This one we're going to have to take and let it go way down. Hopefully nothing's going to take our bait or anything like that. But we'll see what happens. It is going to take a while to get down there. If something happens, I'll bring you back. Guys, I am getting a bite. At least I started to. Yeah, I was lowering this one down, and then this one suddenly got a nibble. Oh no, he may have quit. Oh shoot. I thought I had something. Yeah, if the Japanese flying squid deal does not work, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Okay. Let's see what this one is. Oh, wow. This is... got a little oomph to him. Doing better here than I thought I would, honestly. There's another one. Well, they're definitely here, guys. Definitely here. He's about the same size as the other one. Not much. About, actually, maybe a little smaller. But about 150 feet seems to be about right. I'm just going to let that again drop down to about that depth. Continue letting that flying Japanese flying squid go down. It was almost to the bottom too. I'd still like to know what the heck was biting on the right rod. That was a little frustrating that it quit. It said oh, be daggone. I have definitely hit the hot spot for these fellas. Okay, he's a little bigger. It's his new personal record, but I mean, he's literally just like a half a pound bigger. Pretty good cash for him. The finger mullets seem to be definitely getting their attention. Yeah, we are on a cloudy day. We're at the peak in the early morning, just so you know. And I will give you the coordinates once hopefully I won't forget. Sometimes I do that. I'll get all excited, get to the end of the video, and forget to give you coordinates. But I actually have a marker that actually has actual coordinates this time. Yeah, we can see how this does. It is, I think it hit bottom at 713. So it is very, very deep, like I said. Yeah, we are going to... We could actually try vertical jigging now, going down. Are you... Did you just see that? It says the bait was eaten or lost. Son of a gun. Well, it worked. Well, the problem is, I lost my bait. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to try a pilker. At least with the pilker, I'm not going to lose my bait. Yeah, that's something that's been happening to me a lot recently when it comes to using live baits. I've been losing my bait every doggone time. When you're doing deep water, it's really a pain in the butt when that happens. Yeah, he took it. Alright. Well, let's just go to a pilker here. I need a big one. Let's see, triple hook pilker, maybe. Or single hook pilker. Let's do it a double hook pilker. I think I caught them off the ruby snappers off this before. They like that rainbow color. Yep, we're getting a good vertical jigging. We're just gonna, whoa. We got a bite right as I was lowering it down. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I really do like the vertical jigging. It took me a while to get it mastered, but I'm getting much better at it. I did not. Oh my! I caught it with a pilker. I caught it with a pilker, guys. I honest to God did. How cool is that? How cool is that? This is definitely a Sickle Pomfret hotspot. Look how big the mouths are. So the hook, I could go much bigger with that hook size, that's for sure. Well, there's a trophy. How cool was that? Yeah, they're a dark fish. 34, 26, 22, 13. Not bad in XP and cash categories. I think I might go a little bigger on the pilker size and maybe something that's a little heavier. Let's see, we've got, there's triple hook pilkers. It's kind of a large hook though. Let's go with this. It's a little bit heavier, it'll sink a little faster. Might give us a shot at getting the ruby snappers too. Hold on. Hold on, I want to reel this back in real quick. I wanted to set a marker for the last fish. I know that's, we just had already done that, but I want to get rid of the small one. There we go. This time I will do some vertical jigging as it's going down. Alright, now we're getting... See, 3 dots. I'm hoping there's some ruby snappers down there. Ooh, something bit. Something definitely bit. And we got it. We got it. Whatever it is, we got it. Could be a Sickle Pomfret. Could be... I'm hoping it's a ruby snapper. I really am. That would be awesome. Get a twofer. Yeah, they're deep. But then so are the Sickle Pomfrets. They can go down there pretty deep too. survey said. It's going to be black or is it going to be red? It is a Sickle Pomfret, so we got it with the pilker. Really deep. So, we may not have ruby snappers here after all, but the sickles are definitely here. Makes me interested to see what I could catch with a much heavier, like maybe this triple hook pilker, this blue one. I can give it a shot. I'm going to check this one just to see if it's still got bait. As much as they were biting on it, they just quit all of a sudden. Seems a little odd. Alright guys, we're almost to the bottom here. I am going to stop it right about 680. We'll see if anything comes of that. I am going to try this heavy triple hook pilker. I might even try that tuna pilker too. Kind of be curious to see if that does anything. I'm going to go ahead and let this lower. If anything happens, I will bring you back. Alright guys, we're almost to the bottom. Nothing's bit on the other two. Of course, we are falling out of the peak now. So that's the second time that's happened. Something hits it really hard near the bottom. .680 is closer to the depth, it seems like. Daggone, what in the world keeps hitting it? And missing, that's really getting aggravating. Okay, we got something here. And it is decent size, guys. That was like twice that happened to me. I don't know what it is, but it is decent size. This triple hook pilker, 8 ounce. Got a something decent size. I don't know what in the world it could possibly be at this depth. It still could be a tuna. I am so curious. I'm hoping for a really big ruby snapper. That would be so sweet to get a unique one. I've been trying to get them forever. We're almost there. Almost there. We are going to see what this fella is. And it is a ruby snapper. Yes. How sweet is that? So they are here. They are here. That's a twofer, guys. He seemed a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be, but 28 pounds, yeah, I guess that's about the amount of pull he would have. Oh man, that's great. That is great. Like I said, we got us a twofer here. Ruby snapper, nice. There we go. That's a nice picture. And a trophy Sickle Pomfret. That you cannot beat. Hotspot for both of them. I bet you all along here this is going to be a hotspot. But I am going to go ahead and mark that one too. Didn't take long. I mean, the pilker is definitely the thing to use if you don't have the medium fish strips or the large fish strips. Maldives Inspector Assistant, catch all fish species of common form. So I've already completed that challenge. 1 bait coin. How sweet is that? Let me go ahead and mark him just to make sure. So we have them right there together. And you saw what I was using. I am going to go ahead and give you the coordinates. Now these are pretty darn close, obviously. So it's approximately -25, 35, 17, 43, 92, 15. The Sickle Pomfret, -25, 36, 29, 43, 93, 68. Caught them both in the early morning. Got both of them off of pilkers. Not live bait. We've caught them off of live bait, but it seems like these guys are really good at mouthing the baits off. So it seems like it's going a little more efficiently with the pilker. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. In the next episode, I think we're going to go ahead and get the giant Sweetlips and giant grouper out of the way. That really probably will not take very long. After that, I don't know if we're going to open up any more of the exploration missions. I hope there are some more, but I think that may be the last one. Yep, after that, we go back to some of the others. There are some mastering ones that we can work on, though. We've got some, oh, that's fishing together. We do have a saltwater hunt. We can use saltwater poppers. Now, I have not used those very much. I tested them a little bit, but it seems like many of these are just fishing together ones. Let's see, this is a squid chain catching the mahi-mahi. That could be possible. And I don't think it matters whether you're here or at Kaji no Ri, honestly. That could probably work both places. And we still got a fish monster one. That is the Limitless Flying Fish. And going after the sailfish monster. That one's going to be tough. Getting a trophy sailfish is going to be tough. The flying fish, we've already got 7 out of the 10, so we're almost there for that. But yeah, guys, there's still quite a bit we can do. And then we're going to go after trying to complete all the species found here. Let me see here. I was kind of shocked, actually, by the Sickle Pomfret going forth the pilkers. But yeah, it does say pilkers. I really didn't see that. Okay, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Anyway, guys, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.